I have a PhD in food science and microbiology, and I've been working in this field of food safety and public health my whole career. I worked in industry for a number of years, working for mainly food companies. I was in Washington, D.C. for 10 years representing the food industry on a number of food safety-related matters. I left Washington in 1994 and went to Kansas State University. I was there for 21 years and taught courses in microbiology and food safety. And then I retired from Kansas State in 2015, at the end of 2015, and almost immediately went to work for Chipotle. And I headed up their food safety programs for 3 years. On leaving Chipotle, I joined RGF Environmental as an advisor. I was a scientific advisor here for a number of months. And then after March, we became so focused on controlling SARS-CoV-2, I joined the company full-time as the executive director for science and technology. RGF sought to determine whether an effective, active air treatment system, and we decided to rely on the REME halo with the proprietary PHI technology, would be effective in reducing the risk of transmission of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. This is the virus that causes COVID-19. We actually had some pretty strict requirements going into the testing. One was we wanted to use a test chamber that represented real-world conditions, so a large test chamber. Secondly, we wanted to make sure we use the actual SARS-CoV-2 virus, not a surrogate or something that was similar to, but the actual virus. And then third, we wanted to be able to test on surfaces, but also test the virus in aerosolized form. So those were our preconditions that we set before we even started the testing. We identified a lab in California called Innovative Bioanalysis, and they met all of our requirements. They had a large test chamber, 1,280 cubic feet, pretty much room size. They did have access to the actual SARS-CoV-2 virus, which is very unusual. Not very many labs in the United States have that access. And they were able to test on inoculated surfaces and also test on surfaces that were exposed to the aerosolized virus. The results were very good. On surfaces, we had a greater than 3 log reduction, which means that more than 99.9% of the virus was inactivated. In the aerosolized form, we had just slightly less, 99.5% reduction. And what we observed is that we started killing the virus on contact immediately. Because the chamber was so large, it took a little bit of time, minutes I'm saying, to reach equilibrium in that chamber. By the time we reached equilibrium, it was hard to find any remaining virus whatsoever. This was the first in a series of tests. RGF has a number of products, air treatment products, that will be evaluated in the weeks and months ahead. In fact, RGF has been testing viruses for a number of years, going all the way back almost 20 years ago, beginning with norovirus, where they conducted a successful test. And then as viral hazards become known and of interest, RGF has done additional testing on those as well, including the H1N1 virus. The testing on the SARS-CoV-2 began in March, very early on, when all of us first knew that this was a major hazard. So we initiated testing then, and it's been ongoing since then. The first RGF technology that was tested was the REME halo with PHI. We will be testing other RGF technologies as we move forward into the future.